coffee is pretty good. Let me wash that down with some water. Oh, sir, I think that water's a little bit too sweet. In fact, it's a little bit bitter.
The world before anesthesia was a harsh and unforgiving place. Pain, diseases, and infections claimed the lives of countless individuals often before they had a chance to start a family of their own. The medical field was limited, and the best relief for pain came from recreational drugs, leaving many to suffer in agony. The line between surgery and mutilation was blurry, making it a profession only a few brave individuals dared to pursue. But imagine a time where a simple cut could mean a slow and painful death, where diseases like cancer and tuberculosis took lives prematurely, and where over 60% of surgical procedures resulted in death. It was a time where hope for a pain-free future seemed like a distant dream. With the discovery and development of anesthesia, everything changed. The pioneers of the field brought a new level of hope and relief to the medical world. They opened up the door to a future where surgeries could be performed with minimal pain and discomfort. They paved the way for a more humane and compassionate approach to medicine, shifting away from the dark practices of the past. From the early pioneers who first stumbled upon its potential to the modern-day advancements that had transformed the field. The story of anesthesia is one of innovation, perseverance, and hope. Horace Wells, an American dentist, was a pioneer in the field of anesthesia. In the 1840s, while attending a nitrous oxide party, Wells witnessed the anesthetic effects of nitrous oxide when showman Gardner Quincy Colton struck shop clerk Samuel Coley's knee with a wooden stool. This event sparked a realization in Wells, and he began to research the potential uses of nitrous oxide in medicine. Wells was ahead of his time, using nitrous oxide in his own dental practice and attempting to publicly demonstrate its effectiveness as an anesthetic. Despite his efforts, Wells ultimately failed in his demonstration, leading to criticism and ridicule from the medical community. This failure, combined with financial and legal troubles, ultimately resulted in Wells' descent into depression and his tragic death. Despite his failed demonstration, Wells' contribution to the field of anesthesia cannot be overstated. His pioneering spirit and determination paved the way for future advancements in the field. According to historical records, Wells administered nitrous oxide to over 50 patients before his demonstration, with an estimated 90% success rate in relieving pain during dental procedures. Despite the unfortunate end of Horace Wells' journey, his contribution to the field of anesthesia did not go unnoticed. His determination and curiosity sparked the curiosity of other pioneers in his field, who continued his work to find a solution to the problems he faced. William T.G. Morton was a key player in the pioneering of anesthesia, taking the torch from Horace Wells and advancing the field further. Driven by a desire to find a safe and effective anesthetic, Morton spent countless hours experimenting with different chemicals and compounds. His dedication and perseverance paid off when he discovered ether, a common household cleaner, which he would soon prove to be a game-changer in the world of medicine. On October 16, 1846, Morton made history by performing the first successful public demonstration of ether as an anesthetic at Massachusetts General Hospital. This was a pivotal moment in the history of anesthesia, marking the start of a new era in medical treatment. With ether's newfound popularity in hospitals, it wasn't long before doctors around the world were using it to help relieve pain and suffering in their patients. But as the use of ether grew, so did concerns over its side effects. Despite this setback, the work of pioneers like Morton had opened the door to endless possibilities of anesthesia and sparked the creativity of other doctors who were eager to make further advancements. James Young Simpson was a Scottish obstetrician who was on a mission to advance research into anesthesia and find a safer alternative to ether. Despite ether's popularity in hospitals, it had undesired side effects such as lung damage. Simpson was determined to find a solution and conducted experiments with various chemicals to find a safer alternative. After much experimentation, Simpson stumbled upon chloroform, which had less side effects compared to ether. He was part of the Royal Society of Physicians in Britain and had his work published, reaching the first official anesthesiologist and epidemiologist, Dr. John Snow. Together, Snow and Simpson worked to find a more effective way of administering chloroform and making it available for use in childbirth. Their research reached the public when it was used in the birth of Prince Leopold, born to Queen Victoria. The Queen's use of chloroform during childbirth brought attention to Simpson's work and the importance of safe and effective anesthesia. James Young Simpson's contribution to the world of anesthesia will forever be remembered as a turning point in the development of safe and effective anesthetic practices. On October 3, 1847, Simpson was awarded the prestigious membership of the Royal Society for his pioneering work in the field of anesthesia. The 20th century was a crucial turning point in the history of anesthesia. With the breakthroughs made by pioneers like James Young Simpson and John Snow, the use of anesthesia in hospitals was on the rise, and it quickly became a widely accepted part of medical practices. Every day, patients benefited from the life-saving effects of anesthesia, and survival rates skyrocketed. The field of chemistry and technology also greatly advanced during this time. New anesthetics like hydrofluorine were easily manufactured, and new techniques for administering and monitoring patients became available. This allowed for safer and more effective use of anesthesia in medical procedures. As the world's population continued to grow, the need for surgical procedures increased, and anesthesia played a crucial role in facilitating new and innovative practices, such as organ transplantation. These medical advancements were made possible due to the rise in popularity and use of anesthesia, which became an essential part of the medical field in the 20th century. Statistics show that in the mid-1900s, the use of anesthesia in medical procedures increased by over 50%, and the survival rates of patients undergoing surgery increased by 80%. These numbers serve as a testament to the impact of anesthesia on the medical field and the lives of countless individuals. The 20th century saw a remarkable rise in the popularity and use of anesthesia, revolutionizing the medical field and improving the quality of life for millions of people. The advancements in chemistry, technology, and surgical practices have transformed the face of medicine, and the discovery of anesthesia remains a frontier that continues to be explored and studied to this day. As we come to the close of this documentary, it is important to remember that anesthesia is a true frontier in the world of medicine. From the discovery of nitrous oxide by Humphrey Davy to the pioneering work of Horace Wells, James Young Simpson, and William T.G. Morton, anesthesia has transformed the field of medicine, making surgery safer and more manageable for patients and enabling medical professionals to perform procedures that would have been impossible just a few decades ago. Today, anesthesia remains a critical component of modern medicine, allowing for complex and life-saving procedures to be performed, and giving us the ability to explore the inner workings of the human body in ways that were once unthinkable. Through ongoing research and development, anesthesia continues to push the boundaries of what is possible in medicine, and its impact on human health and well-being will continue to be felt for generations to come. So, as we look back on the incredible journey of anesthesia, let us celebrate the pioneers who made it all possible, and the countless lives that have been saved as a result of their work, and let us look forward with excitement to what the future holds for this revolutionary frontier in medicine.